Hey guys, today we're doing a let's try of This Is the Police 2 as requested by Patreon subscriber Casey Wood. And once again, this is a key provided by the developer. They gave me both games. Convenient. Necktie headquarters at approximately 1 o'clock p.m. in the morning. Nope, I just reflexively said p.m. and I was wrong. I just am adding incorrect details to the sentence. The Sharpwood Police Department received an anonymous call. The source said he knew where he could find the headquarters of the Neckties, a gang of drug traffickers that recently arrived in the town. Anonymous information is rarely reliable, but for Sheriff Wells, shutting down the Neckties was the department's primary goal, so we immediately went to the address indicated, along with 2 other officers for backup. Turn 1. Ooh, we're hopping right in. When I played This Is the Police 1, did it even have this kind of gameplay? I feel like it was a city management game. The policeman usually performs 2 actions per turn. Moving a short distance is 1 action.
Roger.
Any cover makes you almost invisible to the enemy if he hasn't yet raised the alarm. An offender can spot a sheltered cop only if he approaches from the side. I think it just said I could spend 2 points to go further. It probably works the same way as like XCOM and so on. But I accidentally clicked without reading it. We've spotted the dude. Oh, this went straight in. I feel like the previous game went on for like practically an hour of continuous cutscenes and dialogue and monologuing and so on without ever getting to what could be described directly as gameplay, whereas this one was literally like, here's 1 text box, boom, you're in, play the game. So there's a change, maybe even a response to criticism. If the enemy spots you, he'll raise the alarm during his turn. If the alarm is raised, cops are visible even if they're behind cover, but cover still makes you harder target to hit. So this is comparable to Mutant Year Zero, where it's the standard XCOM system of like grid-based movement, turn-based, 1 move, 1 action, or double move, and the shield versus half-shield cover and everything. But much like Mutant Year Zero, it actually has a cover system, or that involves a stealth system. Why am I going in, like, why am I intentionally making myself visible? Whack the criminal with a baton to the head, or he'll raise the alarm and compromise the whole operation. Stunned and wounded criminals don't resist arrest. Okay. Do I just click on him? Ah, there we go. Briefly stuns the criminal. Guaranteed hit. Does not leave marks on the body. That's just kind of a distressing phrasing they're using there.
580.
What is it saying there? There we go. Some actions can only be performed if you are standing in front of an opponent. Arrest the criminal. Okay. Arrested criminals remain on the ground and cannot raise the alarm. Are we gagging him? How is it stopping him from yelling? Try to put offender in handcuffs. It's easier if they're stunned or wounded. It's like catching Pokemon. How did you bark him? How did you bark at him at gunpoint to gut down in a stealthy situation where you didn't alert anyone to your presence? Questioning that a little bit. That's like a crucified corpse on that. Yep, on top of the van. Perhaps one of the criminals is patrolling behind the minivan. Dun dun dun. This is a fun idea, the turn-based stealth game and all that. Makes me want to go back and play Invisible Ink a little bit. Another lookout has disappeared from the policeman's view, and is most likely behind the logs.
We have visual.
Shoot with taser. Let's go back and read it. Cops carry non-lethal gear aside from batons. A taser effectively stuns at a distance, but each shot requires a cartridge. I think he's gonna make some noise if we taser him. I don't think that's a stealth takedown. I don't know if I buy that. Get ready for the arrest. A stunned criminal will be out of it for several turns. Damn. So you'll have time to reach the criminal and arrest him, but if the suspect comes to his sentences, he'll immediately raise the alarm. These are some helpfully quiet criminals. That guy's been arrested. He's like, well, I guess I'll just politely shut up now and let them take me away and not alert any of my friends. Enemies can not only see you, but can also hear you. If a defender sees you from afar and hears a suspicious noise, he's sure to leave his post and check the area. Intercept the lookout. Is that that's a eviscerated bear. These are just some visuals. Up. Pepper spray effectively stuns the criminal. Highly reliable. If the spray gets into the eyes, do not attempt to rinse with water. Does that leave marks on the body? Damn, they you have time to arrest them.
On the ground.
Nice of them to just so politely surrender. You're gonna prepare to breach alone? One of your partners is out of sight and the other one's hiding behind a building in the other direction. This feels like a weird call. You can look into the room through the window, or can take a position next to the open door. Don't blunder into the house blind. I would say don't blunder into the house alone. Why am I moving over here? I thought you just said you can only handcuff people when you're in front of them. You said that some actions can only be done when you're in front of them. They made me walk in front to handcuff them last time, but now I'm behind them? So maybe they just randomly said some actions can only be done from the front, but that's not necessarily one of them? Huh. Oh boy, that's a real mass murdery group. Is this Far Cry 5? Oh yeah, that guy, there's somebody pinned up against the wall here. There's 4 like sarcophagi corpses there. Somebody's crucified on top of the van and there's a eviscerated bear hanging from a tree. This is like Far Cry 5's intro or something. This ain't some normal criminals. This is like next level crazy. Prepare to engage. Are we gonna shoot this dude? What's gonna happen here? Take down the door. Only a policeman with the appropriate perk can pick locks or break down doors. Noise from a broken window or door will attract the enemy's attention. Active perks. Battering ram. A policeman loudly breaks down the door or window. I'm gonna get some attention here. Shoot the culprit. Oh, this guy doesn't get arrested. He just dies. Firearms can kill or disarm a suspect and inflict serious wounds. A wounded person will die in a few moves unless he's evacuated. Gunshots immediately raise the alarm, so think twice before opening fire. Was that the hit chance? That's probably the hit chance, huh? I was wondering what this little orange meter was that keeps filling up when I do things. This one looks like it's filling up like 80% of the way. Don't forget to aim before you pull the trigger. Some parts of the body are harder to hit than others. So we can aim for different spots. The hand is where you go for disarming. Criminal won't be able to shoot, but will certainly try to escape. That was a good shot. Is he that wounded? Is he that wounded that he has like a 10-turn countdown before he dies? Grab the offender. Wait, we're gonna jimmy the window? Dude, the front door's already open. It's kind of not the time to be like, let's figure out how to make the window open. Via lock picking? The time has passed for us to do nice, quiet, entrances. Huh. Break open the window. We don't take kindly to doors round here.
But today, I wasn't so lucky. I mean, it wasn't just a regular funeral, was it? All Sharpwood showed up. Can you imagine? I had a teacher, Mrs. Dawson. I haven't seen her since the 3rd grade. Figured she'd moved or died. I mean, it's not easy to lose track of someone in this town, right? And today, I'm looking at her in the crowd, all alive and healthy. Imagine, right? And the crowd was huge. It wasn't even a crowd, more like a whole river of people. I mean, you look at all of them and you can't even see the end. All the roads were blocked. Just thinking. It's weird. There's this dead guy who's making it so an alive guy can't get his groceries on time, right? I mean, I just wanted to say, I really respect Sheriff Wells. He died a hero, right? Ask anyone. Everybody says he's a hero. But I'm just saying, I got a job to do. I don't want to lose it. Nobody wants to lose a job because it's not easy to find a new job in Sharpwood, right? So,
The money's right there in front of your nose. Don't bother with the change.
Mr. Nash, thank you. I just wanted to say that you don't need to call Mr. Summers. I mean, he'll be yelling at me either way. I deserve it, right? I'm just... Oh, by the way, those cigars you asked about? Caesars, right? Mr. Summers said we normally don't have them in stock, but we can order them. Maybe it'll take a couple of weeks or so, but what's a couple of weeks when it's a quality product, right? I remember one day I was looking...
Forget it. I don't know how long I'll be staying.
Oh, I hope. I mean, I hope that you won't be leaving too soon. You're like our best customer. Oh, or at least one of our best customers, am I right? I know there's a lot of stuff going on. Lots of folks are leaving. Even Pale Charlie left, and he's even older than you. He's 90 or something, maybe even 100. I mean, I'm sure you'll find yourself a decent job, right? I mean, have a good day, Mr. Nash.
Hey, Lilly. So we're getting rid of this thing tomorrow?
What? We do what?
That drawing thing in the hall. We're taking it down tomorrow? I already called Uncle Dimitri. He'll cart it off for us. Might even get a couple of bucks for
Whoa,
it.
first, it's not a drawing. It's a tapestry, okay? A beautiful work of art. You didn't notice, did you? Second, it's hanging there for a reason. And third, and most important, we're...
Oh, you mean that drawing in the hall? Great. I'll get a hanger tomorrow so we can put the TV up there. And maybe a VCR, too. What do you think?
Jesse, we are not taking down the tapestry.
TV? That's not a bad idea. Sure, but I was thinking, well, I thought we could put a snack machine here. I'm tired of having to drive 20 minutes over to Bad Ears gas station for smoked cheese in the middle of work. Like I've got nothing better to do, right? As if
You see how much space that giant thing takes up? We can put a TV up, an arcade game, probably even a pinball machine. Speaking of which, my son moved in with his wife and dairy, so we've got an extra VCR. Only thing is, he took all his videotapes with him, so we can't...
Oh, no, tapes are no problem. I've got lots of tapes. Plus, if we tell the guys that everyone's bringing in a couple of movies, then we...
Look,
I just need you to...
Hey, what kind of movies you got? All sorts. Bloody Shirt 2, Bloody Shirt 3, Bloody Shirt 4, Hard-Boiled Women, Demons on Fifth Avenue.
And you've got that movie where this pilot is flying around the Earth, but he's running out of fuel over the ocean, so he makes a deal with Satan, and Satan sends him to fight an army of skeletons, and the skeleton general, you can't fuck with him.
Yeah, that's The Wind Blows into Hell. One of my favorites. Goes without saying, that's every man's favorite movie. Am I right or am I right? When I saw him at the end, when the girl throws the sword into the fire, my heart jumped out of my chest. Betty almost needed to call the ambulance. I swear to God.
You need to take better care of yourself, old man.
I've also got this movie. It's actually a cartoon, but it's for adults, you know. This guy gets the ability to undress people with his mind. So he goes into work, and he works in a bank, and his boss is a real bitch. But the bitch has some great boobs, and she calls him over to her.
Tomorrow. We'll just discuss it tomorrow.
And she says there's some problem with this quarterly report. Some kind of paper got filed in wrong, and he asked, like, you sure?
What the hell, Gail? Sit down and get ready to type. We agreed.
Lily, we'll finish that damn letter of yours tomorrow. And if we're lucky, we'll even...
Gail, take off your stupid hat and get back to your desk. I'm the sheriff and you'll do what I say. I'm the sheriff.
Lily, you do know you don't have to be such a bitch, right? Bad Ears gas station closes in half an hour, so if we don't finish this stupid letter in the next 10 minutes, I'll be out of smokes until the morning. And if that happens, I'll be coming into work in a bad mood tomorrow. And if I come into work in a bad mood,
Just shut up and type.
Okay. I'm ready. And for God's sake, let's stop taking half an hour on every sentence, okay?
First, read what you've got so far.
Of course, we won't be able to pay you serious money. It's like we won't be able to pay you anything at all. But I hope that you feel the same as me, that the safety of our native town of Sharpwood is a question of duty and honor, and not of material gain.
No, not just the last sentence. Read everything from the beginning.
Lily, come on.
Read it from the top.
Dear Captain Carter, I imagine you've already heard the sad news that has prompted me to write you. I'll be frank. This letter you're holding is a plea for help. The police department of Sharpwood
All right,
was deprived.
that's enough. I can't take it anymore. We'll just pick up where we left off.
Do you think Captain Carter will even read this?
Lily, let's just finish it. And then...
They got him. The guy from the flower shop, remember? He's one of the neckties. We're sure this time.
Where are they taking him? Are they bringing him here?
They already did. He's here.
Did he have the goods on him? Has he said anything? What does he know?
Well, you want to find out, or you're just going to sit there?
What happened to him?
Well, as far as I understand, he had a hard time getting into the car.
Right. Didn't like getting out of the car either. And he really didn't like the stairs. And when we handcuffed him, wow, that was no fun at all. And then when he sat down on a chair, he accidentally...
Cut the shit, Charlie.
What? The sheriff asked a direct question, and I'm trying...
Get out! All of you!
Lily, I think it'd be best if you just...
What's the problem, Gail? Isn't it best if the sheriff interrogates important suspects? Isn't it great when the commander takes a personal interest in the work? Don't you think?
Okay, guys, you hear that? Let's get out of here.
She sounds so much like Princess Carolyn from BoJack Horseman. Man, everyone's really likable in this game is the takeaway so far. Heavy sarcasm. Man. Alright, so Wally Melton's not speaking. He's been beaten significantly by the police, which would be real awkward if he's not guilty or something. Oh boy. You from around here, right? I'm sure you heard Sheriff Wells got killed. What do you know about it? No, I'm not from around here. And this is the first time I'm hearing about this sheriff of yours. First time I've seen you, too. What are you, some kind of secretary? You're from around here, right? I'm sure you heard Sheriff Wells got... Wait. Oh, wait, what? That's not a new choice. That's just how it displays. You have to click again. Okay. Odd. Just because of the way that people read top to bottom. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about something else. The drugs. Where do you keep them? In your panties. You know why? Because no one ever checks in there for anything. Charming. She gave up quickly.
You could at least hide the suitcase.
What? Oh, this? It's just...
Charlie, shut your trap and get ready to question the suspect. Lily, I just want to...
You do understand, Gail, that this will soon be over.
All of this. You understand that, right?
I know, Lily. I know.
I need to finish writing that letter to Captain Carter.
Hello, my name is Bogdan. Are you satisfied with your water supply system? I bet you're not. I am here to solve your problem.
Excuse me, what?
It's not so nice to run to the toilet outside in the cold, is it? Especially at our age. You go once, you go twice, and by then you've already frozen your butt off. And it's lucky it's the only thing you've frozen off. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. And you know what I'm talking about too, don't you?
Look, listen, this isn't my house. I'm just renting it.
All the better. So the homeowner will pay for everything, while you will enjoy the new toilet in warmth and comfort.
Are you selling toilets? You sell toilets at night?
Don't be silly. We'll replace your whole water system. A new toilet in the house is, well, it's the cherry on the cake. You're right. I'm here a little after hours. Well, you see, our farm is just taking its first steps in this business, so I can only visit my customers after I'm done with my day job. But a toilet inside your house is doubly good at night, right? Do understand your needs, sir. I myself had to run to the toilet outside for 20 years every night. But when I finally got a toilet inside my house,
Please go. Just go. I want you to leave.
I know what you're thinking. You think that in such a small house there's simply no room for a toilet. But I assure you, if you just allow me to come in for a moment...
Leave right now. I'm asking you to leave.
I just want to save both of us some time, that's all. I know that you'll change your mind. The next time you need to go in the middle of the night, you'll remember me and think, damn, that guy was right. A toilet in the house is what every adult man needs. So why don't
I've asked you to leave. You need to leave. Now. Leave.
All right. But I bet you won't last a week before you change your mind. I'm telling you right now, you won't last a week.
Dear Dylan, Oliver, and Edgar, I'd give anything to be sitting with you on the porch of our old house, smoking a cigar, talking and passing the day. I know you have a lot of questions for me, a lot of unpleasant questions. It's not hard to hear them in my head, but it won't be so easy to find the right answers. Is it true what they're saying about you? Games are interesting. Both of them are really heavy on cutscenes and story so far, at least the parts that I've been able to see. And there's some of it's well directed, like seeing him with the gun and everything. Like that was a well directed little scene that had like introduced and raised tension over time. Like they know what they're doing there. Although when he cocked the gun, I was like, did the guy not hear the gun? That should be like a giant warning sign. He didn't seem concerned at all. It was a little weird. Let's see. My crime was I trusted the wrong people. I was used and thrown in the trash. Why did you flee from Freiburg? I'm guessing that I might be playing the character from the first game, and so I might be explaining my decisions or what I did, so they don't have to do like a save import or something. Let's see. I ran because I didn't want to be killed in prison. I know so much about every influential scoundrel in the city that they would never let me live to see my day in court. Wasn't the first game about somebody's last week before retirement or something? Or month? I'm guessing retirement didn't go very well. Why did Mom really leave? Sally, your grandmother, once told me that I'm too old, that I don't have any energy, and that's why Laura left. I didn't really understand what she meant at the time, but now it seems to me she hit the nail on the head. Did you have an affair on the side too? It was your mother who had the affair. Everything that happened to me later was just an amusement. A naive, long love fantasy that never became a reality. In any case, it's over. My amusement wants to put me in jail. Why did you get in bed with the mafia? Those are tough questions today, huh? Not like, how's the weather? Is the dog doing alright? Damn. They're definitely experimenting with a lot of different storytelling mechanics. In fact, almost every moment has been a different storytelling mechanic or a different gameplay mechanic or interaction or something. It's a decent little demo intro. I got in with them because the Mafia can't be defeated, only controlled. And looking at how well I controlled crime in Freeburg, I'd say I managed things pretty well. Did you kill people? I didn't kill anyone with my own two hands, but I gave orders that led to some deaths. Sometimes these were bad people, sometimes not so much. It's up to you whether to think that makes me a killer. How's your health? That's a really dramatic description. I feel good despite parting with your mother, fleeing from the feds, and surviving 2 comas. One thing I know for sure, I won't survive a 3rd. God damn, this is a really dramatic letter. Are you actually going to send this? I might die any minute. Why didn't you just retire? Well, because I had nothing else to do. All I had left was an empty house and a dirty barn. What was I going to do? Farming? All my tools rusted a long time ago. After a week of retirement like that, I would have put a bullet in my forehead. Jesus Christ, this letter is gonna... Maybe don't send this. What are you afraid of? I'm afraid that I won't have the chance to clear my name or even explain myself. Before the law, before Freeburg, and most importantly, before you. You deserve an explanation the most. That's why I'm writing this letter. What are you planning to do next? I can't tell you. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that even I don't know what I'll have to decide 10 seconds from now.
We could hardly shut the guy up. He wasn't so tough. I didn't even get to the Phase 3. Phase 3 is where
We don't have a lot of time. They're moving their headquarters, but we should be able to nab most of them if we hurry. It's north of here, the old summer camp. But they never keep the goods at their headquarters. They always use a different place, usually an isolated house on the outskirts. Most of the time these places have random tenants who don't even suspect that there's anything hidden under their floorboards. That way, the drugs can never be linked back to the neckties or the neckties to the drugs. You remember that little tavern called Forsetti? We went drinking there after graduation and broke that big mirror. Mr. Blaine's converted it into a house, and now he rents it out for almost nothing. 2 weeks ago, an old man moved in, and under his floorboards, there's 27 kilograms of heroin.
I'm starting to think that guy is leading us around by the nose. I bet there's 4 or 5 armed guards at the house. But you said it's a small place, right? Well, I bet there's 2 at least. I don't believe they just left the stuff under some old man's floorboards. Even if there is an old man living there, I bet he's in on it. Hey, maybe old man is just a nickname. What do you think? I bet he's a right cutthroat. Hunkered down there, ready to ambush us. Maybe he already...
Well, you and Corey, go check it out. Take 2 cars in case it's not just an old man living in the house. Whoever you find there, bring them in. And don't forget about the heroin. Rest of you will come with me to storm their headquarters. Sound good to you, Lilly?
Solidly silent response. Wonder how that's going to turn out. All events that require your attention are displayed on the Sharpwood map and by a card on the call list. Are they gonna go after the exact old man that may have been the protagonist of the first game and is like clearly has been through some shit and might be shoot first, ask questions later kind of person as a result of what they've dealt with? That's gonna be not good news. But anyway, that's about all the time we have for today, guys. So this is The Police 2. You can check out This is The Police 1 and This is The Police 2 on Steam. Link in the description. Thanks to the developers for sending the code in so I could preview this. Thanks for watching like always, guys, and I'll see you next time.